It's popping survivors. Aid for thee, but not for me. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm pretty sure you can guess what I'm talking about. Aid for UKR. They're pressuring war countries, countries that's not even a part of NATO, to provide more aid. The US being one of the countries that provided the most aid, I think UK got them beat. But as far as our situation, since I am in the US, the amount of aid we've provided well exceeds $1 billion. Well exceeds $1 billion. Financial aid for thee, but not for me. We'll help everybody but ourselves. Meanwhile, in the US, homelessness is at an all-time high. We have so many research, I can't even say it. We have so many resource shortages, man. It's getting ridiculously hilarious at this point. As a country, we cannot stand on both feet. We're literally standing on one leg. We're not stable. We're not alert. We're not moving like we have intelligence. We're not moving like we're in a very serious situation. If I'm not mistaken, we sent what, 1.5 billion over there? And that's just the financial aid. I don't even think that's counting the equipment, the military equipment we sent over there to help them in this RU war, RU versus UKR. No, you got to talk in fucking codes on YouTube. Aid for thee, but not for me. Meaning we'll help everybody else. We'll help all these other countries, so to speak. We know why we so-called help them. It's so they'll allow us to build a military base on their foreign land so we can then tap into the resources that land produces and use it for our personal gain. Not for the gain of you and me, but for the gain of the so-called elites. We're never going to see any of those resources or that type of money. Not in 10 lifetimes combined. Not even in 10. So all this country pride, pride for what? Pride for a exceedingly poor educational system that doesn't teach you the basics that you need to survive in your country, like taxes, like business. When's the last time any type of school taught you about capitalism? When that's literally the bread and butter of what this country is ran off. Pride for what? Have you seen our history? Have you seen the start of how this all began? How was it ever supposed to end well? It began in terror, so it will end in terror. That's universal balance. Your start will always dictate your ending. Very rare does it turn out the opposite way. They've done a study that if an individual is born in a lower income area within the US, they will most likely remain there. Just like in flip mode, a person that is born in an exceedingly wealthy environment, neighborhood, will most likely end with them being wealthy. They been did a study on that. You will always have anomalies in any equation. But for the most part, you can't beat that start. That start will dictate your end. Financial aid for thee, but not for me. Refugees get to come and enjoy the luxuries of your land for free, while you're struggling to pay all of your overpriced fucking bills, overpriced items that your great grandparents were ever able to afford with ease. That's a purposeful collapsing of society. They enjoy our luxuries for free. When we went and we helped the Afghanis, what was it, 200,000? We brought them over here and housed them in Airbnbs. My hypothesis is that the same will happen for these UKR refugees. Meanwhile, your children has to ration their food, has to ration their meals. Meanwhile, you have to choose between overpriced ass gas and groceries for your family. This is the type of bullshit we going through, man. So once again, pride for what? You seen what we've done to ourselves? You don't know what we've done to other countries. Might go into detail about that in a different video. But this video is about financial aid for thee and not for me. They will feed them and create an environment to where you will starve. You and your family will suffer. Think about that before you have country pride. Think about that before you have state pride. Have pride in your family name. Have pride in the hard work that you put in to become who you are. Have pride that the reason why you're watching videos like this is because you're not like them. Further updates coming for all the terror that awaits. But until then, guess I'll talk to you later.